Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to style the quickest way short wavy hair. My hair today is not in the wavy condition, so let's jump into my shower and I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn this to this. No wash goes without the hair catcher. I take my time to wet hair properly until it's fully soaked. And once it's wet, I use Rhyme and Reason Wave Revival shampoo. You can see that it doesn't foam, but it's only because my scalp is very greasy, and grease just gets absorbed by the shampoo. When I shampoo for the second time, I get a lot of foam, and you will see I also run it through my meads and ends. My wavy hair usually needs a proper cleanse, otherwise it becomes lump and greasy. Also, I just want to say I tried so many products throughout my journey and I've never felt like shampoo and conditioner ever does anything for my waves really. But this is the only line that actually makes my hair wavier. And oh my god, the smell! It's absolutely fantastic. With the conditioner, I make sure that it coats my hair really well and fully. And if there is a missing spot, I add more conditioner. Once I feel there is enough conditioner, I start to finger detangle my hair through running fingers through my hair, as you can see here. I then use unbrushed brush to fully detangle it. I got to say I didn't like this brush on the dry hair and I bashed it quite badly on Instagram. But since I tried it on wet hair, this became my favorite detangling brush ever. When my hair fully detangled, I squished to condition. But here I felt that my hair needed more water, so I added a bit and continued. I find that when I take my time with this step, my clumps are actually much more juicier when I style it. I fully washed the conditioner off because after this I will be using Olaplex leave-in. This is a number 6 leave-in conditioner that I'm still testing, but so far I'm really happy with it and it feels good to incorporate a bond builder this way into your routine. Then I use Bounce Curl Defining Brush to organize my clumps. I do it in a very lazy way, but hey ho, it works for me. I scrunch it from all sides before I move to the next step, which is styler. Nowadays, I quite often use just one styler because it's just so much quicker. And it does the job. Today I use Bouclam's Super Hold Styling Gel, and I usually apply generously my stylers. I have a lot of hair, but it doesn't mean you have to use that much of the gel. Go by how much hair you have. But generally, just go by the feel. When you scrunch your hair, you have to feel gel coming out of your hair, not just water. So as you can see here, I use spraying methods to apply the gel and then I scrunch it. I take my time because I want to make sure that all the clumps have enough gel. By the way, all the products that I use here are going to be in description with links, so if you would like to try any of these products, it's easier for you to find them. Once I'm happy with the application, I move on straight away into diffusing. I lay down my perfect hair care towel as it won't create any friction, and as you can see, I just plop my hair like so and start to hover diffuse my roots. I use medium heat and low speed and focus first on my roots, but then I also go through that plopped hair. I call this a bed diffusing method, simply just because it's much easier to diffuse your hair like so on the bed. But also this method actually helps your mids and ends not to stretch while you start to diffuse your roots and gives much more bounce as a result. When the cast is starting to form, I move into pixie diffusing. Pixie diffusing means that I put my hair into the bowl when the hair dries off, and I turn it on only when the hair is already in the bowl. Once I'm done with that section, I turn it off and then move on into the next section. Well, I guess you get the gist. Diffusing your hair this way helps to avoid the freeze, as your hair is the most fragile when it's wet. So if you move without less disturbance, then as a result you have less freeze. Please try to be gentle when your hair is still wet with that diffuser. And once the cast is formed, I move into usual diffusing with low heat and low speed, but this time I no longer turn on and off my dryer. It's just always on. I run from the section to section and I usually touch with my fingers different areas just to understand if they are still wet. I also stay in one section for much less time than the previous methods because hair is more or less dry here already. And therefore I can navigate faster through diffusing my hair without creating much of the freeze. I continue like so until my hair is 100% dry. So this is how it looks like now. It's in the cast, but I'm not gonna break the cast. I'm actually going to sleep in the cast and I'm gonna break the cast in the morning. But let me show you how I prepare my hair for the sleep. I'm gonna use my scrunched bonnet and I usually put it upside down. And this is it. I'm ready for sleep. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Let's see what we have. cast is still here, so let's break a cast. I'm gonna use Carol Smith bonding oil, but just a tiny bit. This is what we have. Hair feels actually extremely soft, which is quite nice. I know a lot of you don't like the cast, the crunch. This doesn't feel crunchy whatsoever. So let me just show you all over how it looks. This is it. What do you think?